Yo, what's up, y'all? It's the one and only hip hop gamer, Hot 97, Logitech G. Look at who I got. I got the one and only Lennie James. Blup in the building. How you feeling today, man?
I'm good, matey. How you doing?
Man, I'm blessed, man. Now, look, I gotta tell you straight up. After seeing the trailer, I didn't get a chance to see like the whole season and stuff like that. But just seeing the trailer, man, you're acting. You already know you're a star, But this right here, I want to ask you personally. Where did you go? Like, where did your mind go? Where did your heart go in order to pull this character out the way you did? Because when you hear in the beginning when they talk about your daughter and had sex with her at the age of 14, then the guy dies, and you talk about this pain and this anger and you being numb to everybody around you. Oh man, walk me through that process of bringing that character to life.
Well, it was a slightly different process than normally kind of happens because I created the series. I wrote it, so it's kind of my baby. I created all the characters, and they're kind of all of their voices are in my head, and at the core of it is a man whose 13-year-old daughter is kidnapped by someone pretending to be him. And whoever it is that has taken her took her using real information about him. So it's someone who knows him. And he hasn't seen his 13-year-old daughter in 10 years, hasn't really thought about her in 10 years. And then she goes missing. And she goes missing telling her mum that she's going to see her dad because he loves her and she loves him. And that just kind of breaks him really and sets him off on a journey to try and prove that he's not the person who's taken his child away, but also to find his child. And that's the story of Save Me and Save Me Too. And in Save Me, it's about the start of that journey and how much he has to do and who he has to pull in to help him with that search. And Save Me Too is about a man 17 months later contemplating the end of that search and the notion of failing, of finding his child. And if you set out on a journey like that, when do you stop? How do you stop? Is it even possible to stop? And that's the story of Save Me and Save Me Too. And for me as an actor, on one level, I hope me as a writer had done my job well enough that I gave all the clues and all the necessary information to the actors for what they needed to create their characters. But it's a journey of trying to stay true to the characters. That's what I do with every part I play. I try and stay true to the circumstance and try and stay true to the character.
That's amazing, man. And I'm gonna tell you, that's brilliant for you to be able to write that and find the right people to bring your vision and your thoughts out. That is incredible. So now my next question is, like, I'm a hardcore gamer. Like, this is what I do. My grandmother taught me how to play games when I was 4 years old, man. So this is like my life. I'm a big fan of The Walking Dead. I play the Walking Dead games and everything and all of that, right? What I want to ask you is, with this particular experience with Save Me and Save Me Too, would you ever consider potentially writing, getting actors, but bringing them to a video game studio and working with animators and things like that to bring these visions also to the video game systems like PlayStation 5 that's coming out and Xbox Series X and so on and so forth?
I think it's something that if you're that obviously I've thought about. It's not something that comes easy to me. I'm not a gamer. I slightly missed it at both ends, both when I was kind of growing up and when I had my kids. I was kind of, busy kind of doing other things. So I never really got into games, although I am the voice of one of the characters in a video game. I played Lord Shax.
Yeah, Destiny, baby.
In Destiny.
Yeah, shout out to my girl ready for me. She talked about you yesterday.
Right. So I do that, and that's about as close as I've got to it. But I do think that that in the new way that we're telling stories and the new way that we're connected to each other, that that more and more people are realizing the potential of stories that can be told within the gaming world. I think for a long time the gaming world was just on one level as far as film and television was concerned. It was just perceived as a feeder. So the games people come up with the ideas for the games, and then they turn them into movies or television series with varying degrees of success. I think now that they're kind of standalone, that you can invest. I'm probably way behind it, and people are already doing it, but you can tell really complicated and nuanced and exciting stories in the gaming world that I don't think, I mean, certainly I haven't, but I don't, that a lot of people haven't really been taken seriously or as seriously as they should do until quite recently.
I'm telling you, oh man, if you do that, bro, it's next level, dog. It'll go to a whole nother level. So the next question, so the next question I have for you is, with you being, a father yourself and, having kids, I'm not sure if you ever, if you sat down and really watched what you created, straight through. But if you have, when you, in real life, when you look at your children and when you just look at people, families in general, how does it move you in real life? Like seeing what you created on screen with the Save Me and Save Me 2 project.
I mean, both seasons of Save Me had a fantastic reaction back home in the UK. People really dug it. People really got into it. People really understood what it was we were trying to do. I'm a kind of fella who tries to be as even as I possibly can, and meet success and failure as kind of equal kind of bricks in the wall of what is my life or what is my career, really. So I'm very, very proud of what we achieved with Save Me and Save Me 2. My family are, as I was saying to someone earlier, they are my biggest support system. My wife and kids are my reasons why I do what I do. But they're also honest with me. So they don't treat me as anything other than who I am in the family. My brothers and sister are, I'm the youngest, and they still treat me as the youngest, and make sure I don't get ahead of myself. So my feet are firmly on the ground. I am as supported as anyone can be, really, but it's we keep it real. I mean, that's our rule, really, and it's who we are to each other, not always what we're doing out in the world.
I love it, man. I love it, man. So for the final question, because I know I gotta get ready and wrap things up, but I always like to ask people this in general. But what was a moment in your life where you felt like you was at your lowest and things just wasn't able to work for you, but in that moment you found strength that allowed you to be successful today?
Oh, I'm not sure I can answer that question. I mean, I know what the lowest was. The lowest was I lost my mum when I was 11, and that's about as low as kind of things go. I was lucky. I had a strong family around me, a good support system, and particularly a big brother who looked out for me and looked after me. So I suppose in answering the question, that was the lowest, and in my brother I found strength, or found someone who was strong enough to help me. So that would be the moment. I never really thought about success as a kind of a thing, really. I just wanted to do the job that I'd been offered or the jobs that I'd been offered as well as I possibly could. And if I'm honest, I was much, as I think a lot of people are, but particularly a lot of Black people are, I was much more prepared for failure than I was for success. And that was something I had to navigate for myself, really. So I've never always kind of, like I said, been able to, until quite recently, really kind of go, I've set success as something that I dictate what it is rather than what the world dictates what it is. And I think that's the way I've been able to navigate it.
Hey, Lennie,
and
listen.
I think it's also something that has kind of spurred me on, because sometimes it's other people deciding what success is for you doesn't always reach the ambition that you have for yourself.
Lennie, I'm gonna tell you something right now. I know I gotta let you go over time, but God bless you. This is my first time ever speaking to you, and everybody, like the audience that's gonna watch, this man is incredible. And what you had to say just now with that last question, I'm gonna use it as a highlight to share with other people to create more inspiration and impact simply for the world. I love you, bro. God bless you. Save me too. I encourage everyone to invest your time in watching this, because what you just said, the way you said it, the passion behind it, and the reality of it, I think can make a difference in anyone's life. So God bless you, Lennie. You are incredible, you too, man. And I'll definitely look forward to talking to you again sometime. Take care.
Hope so. It's been a pleasure. You enjoy the rest of your day.
You too. Take care. And we out of here, baby. Peace.
Have a good one.